Streaming live on News8000.com. This is News 8 Now, this morning.
Good morning, everyone. I'm Alexandra Carter.
And I'm Derek Sibley.
It's Tuesday, December 12th, 2023. We've got a chilly one out there today, don't we?
Yeah, we really do. I mean, we had that cold front move through last night, and that really brought down our temperatures quite a bit. So I needed the heater on this morning. How about you?
Oh, yeah, for sure. Yeah. Full blast.
I don't think that we're the only ones either.
No,
I had a bundle up too.
Don't forget those jackets and all that.
Exactly. We got mostly clear skies here as well, so that's not the only thing that we're dealing with. Mostly clear conditions, that cold front move through. Our winds looking a little bit light. That's all contributing to pretty much a cooler air mass right now across the Coulee region with temperatures into the mid-20s. 26 degrees now in Sparta, 25 in Viroqua. It's 29, so we're very close to 30 in Boscobel, 27 Winona, and we're seeing 26 currently in Sparta. So here's a check now on your planner. Skies continue to remain clear and sunny throughout the day. Temperatures starting off in the 20s, but warming up into the lower 30s between 1 to 3 p.m. this afternoon. Mostly clear skies as we head closer towards sundown and this evening, with temperatures dropping back below freezing into the mid to upper 20s, with a slight breeze today at around 10 to 15 miles an hour out of the west-northwest, and then subsiding at 5 to 10 as we get closer towards that 5 o'clock hour, and then also into this evening, those winds looking light as well. A check on that schoolcast is coming up next in weather, plus another check on that full weather forecast too. I'll time out the details with this next warm-up trend that we look to be entering later this week. Alexandra?
All right, sounds good, Derek. We will see you later. Time now for some morning headlines. The White House says time is running out for Congress to pass an aid package to help Ukraine in its fight against Russia's invasion. Today, Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky will make his appeal directly to members of Congress and the White House. CBS News correspondent Naomi Ruckham has more for us from New York.
Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky warns his country is just a stepping stone for Russia as he makes his plea for more aid at the White House and on Capitol Hill today.
You can count on Ukraine, and we hope just as much to be able to count on you.
In addition to his White House visit, Zelensky is meeting with U.S. senators from both parties, nearly a week after a multi-billion-dollar aid package that included funding for Ukraine, Israel, and border security failed to overcome a procedural vote. Zelensky is also set to meet with new Republican House Speaker Mike Johnson, who says a national security bill should focus first on U.S. security.
The battle is for the border. We do that first as a top priority.
Yesterday, Zelensky addressed military officials alongside Defense Secretary Lloyd Austin, who reiterated U.S. support.
America's commitment to supporting Ukraine against Russian aggression is unshakable.
Senate Democrats say talks continue toward a deal on a national security package.
We should stay here until we get it done.
Though their Republican counterparts remain bitterly divided.
We need to continue supporting Ukraine. I won't vote to give them another penny.
Senate Republicans who do support aid for Ukraine say they don't think Zelensky's visit today will change minds.
The White House says Ukraine's president is expected to give President Biden an update on developments on the battlefield during their meetings today, and that President Biden will make clear the U.S. stands with Ukraine at this difficult time. Former New York Republican Representative George Santos is reportedly working on a possible plea deal. According to court documents, Santos is expected to appear for status conference in federal court today. Santos has pleaded not guilty to 23 federal charges, including misusing campaign funds and lying on House disclosure reports. In an interview Sunday, Santos said he was open to a possible plea deal and that he wants to avoid possible jail time. Back here in the Coulee region, one man was arrested after a rollover crash in Trempealeau County on Saturday night. According to the sheriff's office, deputies found a vehicle that rolled over around 11:45 near Arcadia. One person was injured but not hospitalized. Authorities say the driver, Fernando Gomez, walked away from the scene of the crash. Gomez reportedly had 3 warrants for his arrest. He was later found and arrested on those warrants. He is now facing additional charges for first offense operating while intoxicated, causing injury, and second offense operating without a license. Beer and wine lovers could notice some changes the next time you visit a brewery or winery in the Badger State. This comes after Governor Tony Evers signed into law sweeping updates to the state's liquor laws that overhaul decades-old regulations on alcohol sales and production. The bipartisan legislation aims to spur growth in small alcohol producers while providing more consistency in the often complex rules that establishments have to follow.
It's been an evolving industry, the craft industry, and a lot of these questions had not been asked before, and we weren't getting the same answer every time we were asking it. So it created a lot of confusion.
The law shifts existing positions within the Department of Revenue to focus solely on enforcing liquor laws. It also makes specific changes, like a bartender can get one statewide operator's license instead of having to get a new one for every town they work in. Wineries can also stay open as late as bars. Hard seltzer falls under the beer definition. That means retailers will pay a lower tax to sell them. Businesses can sell out-of-state beers, own off-site retail locations, and sell ready-to-serve cocktails on site. Senator Brad Pfaff says organizations like City Brewery in La Crosse vouched for many of these changes so they can be more innovative with how they sell their products. One other major change, special event venues, often called wedding barns, can serve alcohol without a license 6 times a year. Anything over that, they'll need a license.
I want to make sure they can continue to grow, but I also think that if they have more than 7 events per calendar year, that they, like any other banquet or restaurant or tavern, should obtain a license.
Pfaff says no one is thrilled with every aspect of the now law, but it's still a win-win to modernize the alcohol industry in the state. Wisconsin's top GOP leader says he's done negotiating with the universities of Wisconsin over those pay raises. This weekend, the UW Board of Regents rejected a deal the UW system president cut with Assembly Speaker Robin Vos. That deal would have given the university employees a pay raise. It would also cut staff positions focused on diversity, equity, and inclusion, something the regents ultimately could not get behind. Now, Vos says he hopes the regents reconsider their votes, but he's not open to making any changes to the deal. Happening tomorrow, Toma Health and the Versiti Blood Center will host a blood drive. That drive will take place from noon till 5 p.m. at Toma's Recreation Park. To donate blood, you must be at least 17 years old, weigh at least 110 pounds, and have a photo ID with you. 16-year-olds can also donate blood if they have consent from a parent. If you'd like to donate blood at the event, you can register on the website you see there at the bottom of your screen. 3 decades in special education has taught one Westby educator a lot, and over the years it's left a special bond with her students. News 8 Now's Ken Kozorowski has more on this month's top-notch teacher.
Gina Dahl thought she'd be an elementary teacher when she was first going through school, but a college experience with Special Olympics put her on a slightly different course.
And I found out how wonderful the athletes were and what a wonderful thing that was. And from there, my love of special education kind of grew from that.
And for 3 decades, she's been a valuable resource for those who need a little extra helping hand.
I mainly work with kids with learning disabilities in like reading or math or writing. And then I also work with some of the intellectual disabilities.
Most of her day is spent in other teachers' classrooms, bouncing ideas off colleagues to make the most of each lesson plan.
At the end of the day, we have a study hall in where I help the kids do some of the work and give them strategies to figure out how to do it better.
Dahl says in education, there's sometimes too much focus on weaknesses. Since day one, she's wanted to help her students know their strengths.
I have students that have been very successful, some that have given me much inspiration to continue on and show that I did make a difference.
For parents like Holly Satona, Dahl's mindset makes that difference every day.
When you're told your child's terminal, you don't think of a future, but Gina gave me that extra little hope that kind of pushed me through to see a brighter future for him.
And if her students can see a brighter future for themselves, for Dahl, every day is worth it.
One of the students told me he learned that his life wasn't doomed. If I can teach another kid that their life isn't doomed, that's my goal. I want them to realize they can do whatever they want and succeed. Just because you have a disability doesn't mean you can't succeed.
She also says she was surprised at her nomination because she feels so many other educators do just a good job as she does. Still ahead on your morning news, does your job stress you out? If the answer is yes, the good news is you're not alone. We'll tell you about Mental Health America's list of the top 10 most stressful jobs. Is yours on the list? Find out in just a few minutes. And the Federal Reserve is expected to hold or lower interest rates at its next meeting this week. After the break, we'll take a look at what that could mean for borrowers and how soon you could expect relief. That and more coming up later this morning. For now, we're sending you to break with something to put the good in your morning. A restaurant right here in Wisconsin is helping people in need get something to eat over the holidays. And to make it happen, they're thinking outside the box. The Farmer's Home restaurant in Antigo has been open for more than 100 years. Now, the owner is trying something new to give back to the community. She started where customers can pay it forward by donating to a fund that covers the meals of customers who can't afford it. So far, people have given more than $3,000 to the fund, putting the giving in the giving season. That is the true meaning of the holiday spirit. Don't go anywhere. Your consumer news at News 8 Now this morning is after the break.
Save with holiday hot deals. Get Cook's ham portions, just $1.48 a pound. Jack's Pizza, just $2.99. And Lay's Kettle Cooked, Rolled Gold, or Munchies, $1.99 each when you buy 3. Only at Hy-Vee.
Injured in an accident? Ensure you're fairly compensated. Contact Schwabel, Getz & Sieben.
I hired Schwabel, Getz & Sieben because they're friendly, they're local, very knowledgeable, have a great staff, and the personal care that you get from them. They helped me focus my efforts on my recovery so I didn't have to worry about the legal aspects. I would highly recommend Schwabel, Getz & Sieben. In fact, I have recommended them to several people.
Call Schwabel, Getz & Sieben or go to schwabel.com for a free consultation.
Did you touch the thermostat? Did you turn it up?
Of course not. Did somebody fiddle with the thermostat?
Dude, it's 85 degrees.
85? Do you have any idea what a couple degrees will do to our gas bill?
Why is it so hot here?
Someone turned up the heat.
God. What do you think you're doing?
I like to sleep with my window open.
You are not supposed to touch the thermostat.
Are you looking for a high-paying career without any experience? Chart Industries has the opportunity you've been waiting for. Starting wage $30 per hour, highest pay in the area, guaranteed 40 hours, and so much more. If you are making less than $60,000 and want a healthy work-life balance, apply at jobs.chartindustries.com today. That's jobs.chartindustries.com.
This is Kathy. She's about to see her dentist. She's afraid. Not because of the drill, but because of the bill. A big bill. But Kathy doesn't need to be afraid, and neither do you, thanks to affordable dental insurance from Physicians Mutual Insurance Company. It's easy to get this coverage. Don't believe me? Call or go online for all the details. You could even have this free information kit. This isn't a discount plan or preventive-only coverage. This is real dental insurance. It helps pay for over 400 procedures. That's a lot. I'm talking cleanings, fillings, crowns, bridges, root canals, even dentures. Bottom line, you'll have help paying for routine care and expensive major work. But if you want deductibles, forget it. There aren't any. No annual maximum either. Plus, you can see any dentist you want. Stop fearing the big bill. Start saving at the dentist. Call now or go to sendinfokit.com.
Physicians Mutual, Physicians Mutual.
Save every day this holiday with Perks prices at Hy-Vee. That's smart powdered or brown sugar, H Perks price, $1.99. Fresh Express garden salad, $1.48. And Campbell's Chunky Soup, H Perks price, $1.99. Sign up today.
Mostly clear skies right now here on the satellite and radar picture going around, and other than that, our temperatures are just on the cold side. We got 20s here to work with here as you head outside. 24 degrees now in Eau Claire, 27 in Winona, 27 as well in La Crosse, 26 in Black River Falls, and Viroqua. You're currently at 25 degrees. So for today, it's going to be much colder. Remember, we had that cold front that moved through yesterday to bring our highs into the lower 30s in La Crosse County. We're looking at highs reaching only 31 in Stoddard today. Meanwhile, Viroqua, you're looking looking at highs around 28, and the same can be set up towards Westby. Highs will be reaching around 29 in Blair, 30 in Arcadia, and 30 degrees in Trempealeau. We're looking at 28 today in Osseo, and moving north into the Chippewa Valley, your high in Eau Claire reaching only 27 degrees this afternoon under mostly clear skies. So as you get the kids ready for school, crystal clear skies, but temperatures at 24 degrees. On the way back home, we'll be only looking at temperatures hovering right around freezing of 32 for dismissal time come this afternoon. I'll have a check on that full weather forecast and coming up in just a bit. We'll time out the details here exactly when this next warm-up is coming.
In your consumer news this morning, popular toy maker Hasbro announcing another round of layoffs. The company says it'll cut nearly 20% of its workforce. That's about 1,100 workers. The layoffs come just months after Hasbro eliminated 800 positions earlier this year. Hasbro officials blame the layoffs on weak sales. The company makes G.I. Joe, Nerf, Monopoly, and Play-Doh, among others. Elon Musk wants the Supreme Court to determine whether the Securities and Exchange Commission violated his free speech rights. Musk's attorneys filed an appeal with SCOTUS to challenge a settlement between the billionaire and the SEC. That settlement came after Musk claimed Tesla was going private on Twitter in 2018. They went on to say that he had secured funding for the move at $420 a share. The SEC objected to that tweet, accusing Musk of fraud and market manipulation. In response, Musk agreed to pay $40 million in fines and to have his posts about company financials vetted before posting them. Are you stressed out at work? If so, you're not alone. A new study shows that more than half of Americans feel stressed at work, and some jobs are definitely more stressful than others. That's according to a report from Mental Health America. It found the top 10 most stressed groups include judges, healthcare workers, 911 operators, video editors, and sales supervisors. Last year, about 81% of workers said workplace stress had an effect on their mental health. Macy's shares are soaring this morning. Stock prices for the department store spiked by more than 20% yesterday. That jump comes after reports surfaced that a private investor was making an offer to buy the company. According to the Wall Street Journal, the acquisition deal is valued at $5.8 billion. The buyer is believed to be Arkhouse Management, a real estate-focused investing firm. Macy's has more than 700 locations spread across 43 states. The Federal Reserve is expected to pump the brakes on their increases in interest rates in a meeting this week. Economists are also expecting the central bank may cut their key interest rate within the coming months. Jen Sullivan takes a closer look at how this could impact borrowers and how quickly you can expect some relief.
After nearly 2 years of interest rate hikes, relief could soon be ahead for borrowers.
Fed will not hike interest rates further, and for all intents and purposes, this ends the Federal Reserve's rate hike campaign.
The Fed is expected to pause interest rate hikes following its final meeting of 2023 this week. And there's growing speculation that the Fed is close to cutting interest rates, ending its aggressive campaign to lower the overheated economy and tame historic inflation.
The Federal Reserve also needs to understand that we cannot continue to create a social divide of winners and losers with this division widening further and further because it could lead to societal instability.
Despite Fed Chair Jerome Powell leaving the door open for future rate hikes, several recent reports are showing inflation is slowing and the economy is cooling. Citing that data, some market traders, investors, and economists expect the Fed to cut its key interest rate at some point within the next few months.
We don't expect the first rate cut until June of 2024, and we expect 100 basis points of total rate cuts through the year.
The Fed's funds rate heavily influences borrowing costs for things like credit cards, mortgages, car loans, and personal loans. And economists say interest rates could begin to come down even before the very first rate cut.
They already are, as market participants, investors, and other policymakers begin to set expectations about where interest rates will be in the new year and then move throughout 2024.
That does it for your morning consumer news. It is 6:17. Time to check in with Derek for a look at today's forecast. Hi, Derek.
Hey, Alexandra. Thanks for that. Starting off quiet, but also very cold this morning. We had a cold front that moved through last night to bring down our temperatures quite a bit. And as a result, we're now waking up to 27 in La Crosse. It feels like, however, 14 degrees thanks to the west-northwest wind at 18, even gusting up to 24 miles an hour. Meanwhile, in Eau Claire, you're currently at 24 degrees. However, it feels like it's 13 degrees from that west wind at 12 miles an hour. We got mostly clear skies on the satellite picture. Currently only a couple of clouds moving in from the north. Temperatures again into the 20s. A lot of location, in fact, just about everybody's below freezing here at this hour with 27 degrees currently in Sparta. Now we'll be at 29 at noon today with sunshine. That will continue through at least 4 o'clock this afternoon. It will be a struggle today to get our high temperatures above freezing this afternoon. In fact, you can see that here on the high temperature forecast map showing that our highs will be just below freezing in many spots. La Crosse, I think, will get to that point though today. Eau Claire below freezing at 27 for your high temperature this afternoon. So you could see that cold front now positioned well to the east. That was that same front that moved through last night to bring down our temperatures here, not just for this morning, but really throughout the day today as well. A few clouds here across portions of the area as we head into this afternoon, but otherwise mostly clear skies will continue as we head into this evening as well. A weak disturbance could bring us some cloudier weather though as we head into overnight tonight. Maybe a slight chance of a couple of snow flurries are certainly possible, or any some of those thicker clouds. We will see those clouds though clear out as we head into tomorrow afternoon, starting around the lunch hour, and then just continue throughout the rest of your day tomorrow. Also tomorrow night, things are looking mainly clear and quiet. 8-day forecast showing that we got highs warming up into the upper 30s tomorrow, followed by highs jumping up even higher than that into the mid to sometimes even the upper 40s here as well. As we head into Thursday, that will continue through Friday and also into this weekend under a mix of clouds and sun. Our highs will drop slightly into the lower 40s as we head into the new work week here starting Monday and Tuesday of next week. Mixed clouds and sun there as well for our skies, and our low temperatures mainly into the 20s and 30s across much of the Coulee region as well. Don't forget too, you can also download our free First Warn weather app on the Google Play or the Apple App Store. You get all those weather alerts, plus you get the 8-day forecasts right there on your fingertips, and you can time out all the details as far as your hourly weather is concerned as well. Alexandra?
All right, Derek, thank you. It is 6:20. Still to come on your morning news, cold and flu season is here. But do you know what medications to take to help stop that stuffy nose? After the break, we'll have a few tips for when you're choosing which medication is right for you.
Help make a difference to children and families this holiday season. Donate $15 or a new unwrapped toy to any home furniture showroom, and we'll give you 7% tax relief savings when you spend $4.99 or more. Share the joy during Toys for Tax, only at Home Furniture.
Menards is celebrating Ryan Blaney's NASCAR championship with 12% off everything. Sylvania's TrueWave LED bulbs provide the closest lighting to natural sunlight. This helps you feel better and see better by offering an enhanced color experience while minimizing unnecessary blue light. Create a nurturing environment for your family. Pick up a 6-pack of 65-watt LED flood bulbs on sale for $17.59 after 12% off.
Merry Christmas and enjoy your 12% off everything.
Escape the chaos of everyday life and experience true relaxation and improved health at Revive Wellness Spa. Unlike any spa in the area, Revive Wellness Spa is your first choice for self-care. Our services include red light therapy, meditation pod, an infrared sauna, a float tank, and so much more. Call or book online today and receive up to 60% off your first service. Don't forget to ask about our detox specials.
Papa Murphy's presents How to Change the Way You Pizza. Step 1, grab a delicious Papa Murphy's pizza. Step 2, bake. Step 3, chow down on the deliciousness. Right now, get the chicken garlic pizza for just $11.99 at papamurphys.com.
It's time to nominate your favorite business for Best of La Crosse County. Make your nominations in each category now through December 31st. The top 5 in each category will move on to the final round. Nominate this business today on bestoflacrossecounty.com.
Thursday is $10 steak night. Includes an 8-ounce sirloin steak, baked potato side of veggies, and a dinner roll from noon to 7 p.m. Thursdays only at your La Crosse Hy-Vee.
Now at Home Sleep Express, when you spend $4.99 and donate $15 or a new unwrapped toy, we will give you 7% tax relief savings on quality mattress brands like Luxuria and Thomas Cole Sleep. Plus, get free shipping during Toys for Tax at Home Sleep Express.
Welcome to the Morning Blitz. I'm Derek Sibley. Last night, the Green Bay Packers were on the road going for another win as they eye the playoffs. But things were shaky, kind of like my Dolphins last night, so I feel you Green Bay Packers out there. Let's go to MetLife Stadium. Jordan Love and the team going for their 4th straight win. The first half is winding down, 2nd and 8 for the Packers, and Jayden Reed takes the handoff, and he's got nobody in front of him. High steps his way in for the 16-yard score, and the Packers take the lead. But on the following drive, the Giants would answer back. Saquon Barkley gets the call, finds the edge, and he's going to score. Touchdown Giants, and we're tied at 7. Packers would lead at the break after this 36-yard field goal from Carlson, but the second half was all New York. After Packers muffed the punt, the Giants would capitalize, and Barkley from 2 yards out for his second score of the night. Giants are now in front. And then later in the quarter, 3rd down, Tommy DeVito dropping back, rolling out, going to the end zone, and it's caught Isaiah Hodgins for the score. Giants now up pretty big. But the Packers weren't out of it just yet, because late in the game on 3rd down, Love finds Malik Health, looks like he scores, and he finally does. The ref calls it a touchdown Packers. But 90 seconds is all New York needed. They get into field goal range, and they drill the game winner. Packers fall on the road, 24-22. Switching to basketball now, Bucks in action tonight hosting the Bulls. Tie game with 3 seconds to go. Dame from half court, no good, and we're now going to overtime. But in overtime, the Bucks would take over. Chris Middleton, mid-range, knocks it down. Bucks now in the lead. One last chance for the Bulls. White's three-pointer is no good, and the Bucks hold on for the win. 133-129 in overtime. And the first-place Timberwolves taking on the Pelicans. First half, and it was a big night for Zion Williamson. Turns the corner, throws it down. He'd finish with 36 points. Second quarter now, tied at 36, and check out Naz Reid. Gets the pass, goes right to the hoop, off the glass, and in the Wolves' lead. Third quarter coming to a close, and Jordan McLaughlin from half court and nails it. Minnesota now down by 4, but the Pelicans would catch fire in the fourth. Brandon Ingram pulls up jumper, count it plus the foul, and Timberwolves fall in this one, 121-107. All right, that's all I got for the Blitz. Rob Schiff will be in tonight for more on the Packers. We'll be right back.
Sure, you're with Stockman's of Osseo. We have toys, and we have toys. Homemade treats, candy, winter apparel. Don't forget your stocking stuffers, and so much more.
And even Santa buys a tree at Stockman's of Osseo.
Ho, ho, ho!
The one certainty in dentistry is nothing fixes itself. So small problems can turn into big problems if people wait. So they shouldn't wait.
Almost every time people say, man, that really wasn't that bad. I wish I had done that sooner. We're a very implant-focused practice, so we deal with a lot of people who are losing teeth. If you've been avoiding solving it or waiting a long time, there's really no reason not to just solve it now.
If you think you have a full mouth of challenges, why don't you come down and meet us and see what we can do to help you?
There's always a solution.
Maxwell White, done right.
Looking to remodel your bath or shower? Call the professionals at Maxwell White. Our trained and licensed technicians will come to your home and install or replace your unit in as little as 1 day, taking care of you and your home with speed and efficiency without sacrificing quality. Let the professionals at Maxwell White tackle your next bathroom project.
786-4004.
Now offering financing on repairs and projects of all sizes.
Ready? Okay.
Are record energy costs putting a squeeze on your fixed or limited incomes? With inflation rising at record levels and incomes not keeping pace, you might be one of tens of thousands of Wisconsin residents who are struggling to survive in the blistering heat of summer or the bitter cold of winter. While you haven't asked for it, the Keep Wisconsin Warm Cool Fund and your local energy assistance providers are here to help. No Wisconsin resident should ever have to face the challenge of living without heat or power or face homelessness. For a hand up, apply today and call 1-800-506-5596. That's 800-506-5596. Or visit www.kwwf.org.
Jerry here with Stockman's of Osseo, and we have holiday foods, holiday spirits, Christmas decorations, we have your snow shovels, and your snow blowers.
Merry Christmas from Stockman's of Osseo.
The news continues on News 8 Now. Expect more.
Welcome back. You may remember years ago when pseudoephedrine went behind the pharmacist's counter due to concerns over methamphetamine. That made it tougher to get, but many people say it is the only pill that actually helps clear their stuffy nose. Maria Congendro has that story for us.
Phenylephrine, the main drug in over-the-counter decongestants, was recently reviewed by an FDA advisory committee. They found its recommended dosage is not effective.
Really throws things in a topsy-turvy because phenylephrine was approved and came on the market in 1976.
But what is proven effective, pharmacist Clarence Sullivan says, is decongestants with the ingredient pseudoephedrine.
Pseudoephedrine is a drug that is kept behind the counter, that you have to get a driver's license and so forth, and it goes through a state system, in fact, which says, yes, you can get this, or no, you can't, based on how much you have gotten in the last 30 days, 90 days, or 1 year.
When you look at the two of these, they look nearly identical, but they're very different. One has phenylephrine and the other has pseudoephedrine. Sullivan says if someone comes in with congestion, he's always going to recommend the one with pseudoephedrine.
If what they're saying turns out to be fact, then you're not going to get any improvement at all from that phenylephrine.
Sullivan says this means you could be taking the medicine for days and feel no improvement. Sullivan says because the debate is ongoing, medicines with phenylephrine haven't been recalled. He says it is good to use in one scenario.
The only way it's right now not questioned is in a nasal spray. That is still considered to be effective.
Sullivan says it's always best to consult with your pharmacist when you're sick to determine what you should be taking.
And nasal spray phenylephrine should not be used longer than prescribed because it can lead to a long-term dependency on the drug, so keep that in mind. SpaceX is delaying the launch of the X-37B military space plane due to technical issues. The launch was scheduled to take place last night from the Kennedy Space Center. This launch will be the plane's 7th experimental mission. Although the plane and its missions are classified, the military said that in its last mission, the plane carried experimental technology developed by the Navy that could be able to convert and send solar energy to the ground. SpaceX says the launch of the secretive aircraft will now be rescheduled for today, but delays are still possible. Well, with winter just around the corner, you know what that means. It's almost time for ice fishing season. Although there's not much ice yet, Ace Hardware Sports Department is getting anglers set with some safety tips before you take the plunge. Casey Cumberland is Ace's lead fishing guru. He says to avoid getting in too deep, check the ice thickness before going out. He recommends only wetting your line if there are at least 4 inches of ice, and nobody should go out alone. Instead, use the buddy system. Also, make sure you have the following tools in case you fall in.
There's a few different tools you can use. These are one that you go around your neck like this. If you ever were to fall in, they come out like this. You can get your way out of the ice. This is an ice spud. It's a big heavy bar, and you use that when you're walking. Use that, kind of give it the business. You want to give it 3, 4 before. You don't want it to go through, then you should be safe to use.
Cumberland also says you should wear a flotation jacket, which are good in the water for up to 3 hours. The Blue Angels are soaring back to the Deke Slayton Air Fest in La Crosse in 2024. The Blue Angels consist of a group of pilots from both the U.S. Navy and the U.S. Marine Corps. They travel across the country and perform demonstrations that showcase their skills. The advanced team for the Blue Angels made a stop at the La Crosse airport to scope out the area for next year's show. One of the pilots says this preparation time is key to the success of the team.
So that's kind of a big reason why we come out here, is you can kind of glean a lot from all the major mapping systems out there, but seeing it real time is important. So we bring back all of our knowledge to the team so that they can kind of have an idea of what to expect for the air show.
The last time the Blue Angels were in La Crosse was in 2021. The Deke Slayton Air Fest is held over the weekend of June 15th next year. Over the 8 days of Hanukkah, the Chabad Jewish Center in Northeast Iowa is lighting menorahs in different cities to spread light and celebrate Jewish identity during a time of rising anti-Semitism and conflict in the Middle East. Last night, they were in La Crosse. News 8's Shaquille Davis was at the ceremony and has more for us.
Now the message of Hanukkah is more relevant than ever.
That message that Rabbi Aaron Schmel is speaking of in his mind is that the Jewish community should not hide when faced with adversity.
Some people tend to hide and hiding. And the message of Hanukkah is to come out and spread the light, and the light will automatically push away, dispel the darkness.
Schmel says this way of spreading positivity is nothing new.
Menorah lighting has been done. It's been done the last 20 years all over the world, basically, in 25,000 places in the world.
Those that attend these lightings will be able to eat traditional Jewish food, dance to music, and even witness a juggling fire show. Schmel feels that everyone who comes out is doing a big service to the Jewish community in light of the war in Gaza. He uses one word to describe those individuals that show in-person support.
He's a hero. He's a lamplighter because he shows that he's not gonna, not gonna give in to the darkness. He's not gonna hide. He's gonna stand strong and tall for what's right and true.
It is 6:35. Here's Derek to tell us what to expect for a morning commute.
All right, thanks for that, Alexandra. We're starting off with clear skies this morning. Temperatures in the 20s, lots of sunshine as we head into this afternoon as well, and mostly clear skies for evening hour commute. So everything is looking good here for the roadways. Our temperatures are into the 20s, 27 in La Crosse, same towards the west in Winona. Eau Claire, you're at 24, 27 now in Sparta, and in Black River Falls, you're at 26. Viroqua, though, much colder, though, at 23. We got clear skies all across the area this morning, only a couple of clouds moving in from the northwest. Temperatures today hovering right around freezing, 32 degrees, mostly sunny, and overall a much colder day behind that cold front that moved through last night. West winds slightly breezy at 10 to 20 miles an hour. And as we head into tonight, much colder, temperatures dropping to 18 degrees, but believe it or not, that's much more seasonable, though, at night for this time of the year. Cloudier skies, though, develop overhead, and west winds will be pretty light at 5 to 10. Another final check on the full weather forecast is coming up next in weather, and we'll talk about when this next warm-up is on the way.
And before we head to break, it's time to look at today's Look Who's 8.
That's right. We'll start with Colette, who is turning 8 months old today. Now, she loves walking around the house and being entertained by her 3 older siblings.
And we have Nora turning 8 years old today. She's thoughtful and always likes to put her friends and family before herself.
Luke is also turning 8 years old today. Now, he loves playing with trucks and being outside.
And Theo is also turning 8 years old. He loves the Packers, dinosaurs, and Pokemon.
I used to love Pokemon. I used to play the games and stuff. Not so much the cards, but the games, yeah.
Yes. And it's still popular.
Yeah, absolutely. Addison is also turning 8 years old today. Now, she loves reading, playing with her brothers, and going to school.
If you know a special someone turning 8 weeks, 8 months, 8 years, 18, 80, or 88 years old soon, we'd love to feature them.
That's right. Just upload their photo to our website, news8000.com, and you want to look for the Submit Pictures button underneath the Home tab on our website.
Stay with us. We'll be right back.
Help make a difference to children and families this holiday season. Donate $15 or a new unwrapped toy to any home furniture showroom, and we'll give you 7% tax relief savings when you spend $4.99 or more. Share the joy during Toys for Tax, only at Home Furniture.
Are your old drafty windows stealing your comfort and money? With Your Home Improvement Company, you get custom-built, energy-efficient windows direct from the factory and with a lifetime warranty. Call today and save with buy 2 windows and get 2 windows free. Twice the windows at half the cost. And no interest, no payments, and nothing down until 2025. Great financing to fit your budget. Get your windows installed in as little as 1 day. Your Home Improvement Company, where it's your home made better.
Are you looking for a high-paying career without any experience? Chart Industries has the opportunity you've been waiting for. Starting wage $30 per hour, highest pay in the area, guaranteed 40 hours, and so much more. If you are making less than $60,000 and want a healthy work-life balance, apply at jobs.chartindustries.com today. That's jobs.chartindustries.com.
There was a utility van, didn't realize traffic had stopped, and then he plowed into behind me going 55 miles an hour. Fortunately, I survived that accident. Schwebel Getz and Sieben really cared about me. Jim would call me often and ask me how I'm doing, how therapy was going, if I was progressing any better. It's nice to know that he cares about you. Just, reaching above and beyond what's expected from your attorney.
Call Schwebel Getz and Sieben or go to schwebel.com for a free consultation.
There are trucks, and then there's the GMC Sierra, available with the connected driving experience and the world's first 6-function multi-pro tailgate. GMC Sierra. It's the truck. Or just in time for the holidays, get $4,000 purchase cash on select 2023 Sierra models. Plus, current eligible GMC owners get an additional $2,500 purchase allowance. We are professional grade. GMC.
Papa Murphy's presents How to Change the Way You Pizza. Step 1, carefully knead dough. Step 2, artfully spread sauce. Step 3, add fresh mozzarella and assemble toppings. Step 4, realize we already did all that for you, so all you have to do is bake it. Right now, get the chicken garlic pizza with chicken, Roma tomatoes, and creamy garlic sauce for just $11.99. Papa Murphy's, change the way you pizza.
Right now at Home Sleep Express, get interest-free financing for 3 years on Tempur-Pedic mattresses, plus a $300 shopping card with free white glove delivery and a 120-night comfort guarantee. Tempur-Pedic mattresses, available at Home Sleep Express.
Well, skies are looking mostly clear this morning, as you can see right there behind me from City Cam 8 in downtown La Crosse. Much colder, though, because remember we had that cold front that moved through last night to drop down our temperatures quite a bit. So we're currently at 27 degrees with a few clouds, west-northwest winds at 18, gusting, though, up to 24 miles an hour. And that is making our feel-like temperatures or that wind chill at 14 degrees. So you'll need some extra layers of clothing to help keep yourself warm here. 24 degrees is the temperature now in Eau Claire, but we do have feel-like temperatures at 13 thanks to that west wind blowing currently sustained at 12 miles an hour. Mostly clear skies, maybe a couple of clouds, but that's about it right now on the satellite and radar picture. Our current temperatures, again, below freezing in just about every location that you see here on your screen, with temperatures mainly currently into the middle 20s. So as we take a look at your planner, lots of sunshine and crystal clear skies throughout the day. Temperatures struggling to reach near freezing today. At noon, we'll be at 29 and then 29 degrees at 4 o'clock, 25 under partly cloudy skies by 8 o'clock this evening, with forecast high numbers today into the upper 20s across the Chippewa Valley, lower 30s closer towards the La Crosse area here today, with highs even warmer than that in Boscobel. You'll be looking at highs around 35. So here's that cold front that moved through. It's moving away from us. We're looking at mostly clear skies that will continue through at least the late morning and also throughout the afternoon as well. We are going to be looking at mainly sunny conditions. What we may see the clouds start to increase again, though, as we head into tonight. Even a couple of snow flurries are certainly possible underneath some of the thicker clouds, but for the most part, we're going to call it a pretty cloudy night here across the Coulee region up until we reach around noon tomorrow. That's when the skies should start to clear out. We'll also be tapping into a southwest wind motion on the northwest side of this high pressure system that you see there on your screen, and that's going to really help start to warm up our temperatures here starting tomorrow and over those next several days. Heading into tomorrow night, southwest winds continue and just a couple of clouds remaining in sight. So speaking of warm temperatures, yeah, things are going to be pretty mild for this time of the year over the next 6 to 10 days. We got temperatures are going to be well above average here, as you'll see on the 8-day forecast. forecast. We got highs warming up into the upper 30s tomorrow, followed by highs even climbing higher than that into the mid 40s starting Thursday. That will continue through the rest of this work week and weekend here too. Heading into early next week, it may be slightly cooler, but highs still pretty mild into the lower 40s to start Monday and Tuesday of next week. Lows into the 20s and 30s.
All right, Derek, thank you. Well, this morning we have Wreaths Across America Treasurer Deborah Kuyak and organizer Linda Clark with us in studio. Good morning. Thanks for being with us. You're here to tell us a little bit about Wreaths Across America. So yeah, just start by telling us a little bit about it for people who may not be aware.
Wreaths Across America is a not-for-profit organization. It's to help families celebrate their veterans that they've lost, their family members. So.
Okay.
It's across the country.
It's across the country, right?
Nationwide.
Okay. And here in La Crosse, where is it taking place in La Crosse?
In Buffalo County.
Okay.
In Buffalo City at our local cemetery. We have a really old cemetery and we have a newer cemetery. So.
Okay, so both of those cemeteries. And people lay wreaths for their veterans who've passed away, is that right?
That's correct.
Okay.
They will have a brief ceremony at 11. And then after that, the volunteers can lay wreaths next to the veteran's grave, which are all marked, and then they say the veteran's name out loud, a moment of silence, and from there. There can also request, like family members can specify that they want to lay right on their family member.
Okay. And that ceremony is at 11 a.m. When is that?
This Saturday, the 16th.
This Saturday.
And why do you think it's here in the Cooley region? Why is it important to bring it here, you think, in the community?
Well, we had our organizer, Carol Burmeister, went to one of the wreath ceremony in Independence, and it really touched her. Yeah. And so she came back to our community and organized our Wreaths Across America for the ceremony. And it's had a really good result from the community. It's just important to remember our vets.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. So if somebody does have a veteran in their family who they want to honor, is it too late for them to get involved in this year's Wreaths Across America, or how can they do that?
No, they can still call or they can send in donations. There's a site on the website of wreathsacrossamerica.org that you can go on and still sponsor wreaths.
Okay, great.
And what did you say was your roles for Wreaths Across America?
We're kind of the organizers. I am a member of the VFW Post 10406 Auxiliary in Cochrane, and we do a lot to honor our vets. And this is really important because people have to remember what they did for us.
Yeah.
Our VFW is our sponsor, otherwise we wouldn't have the program. So
okay, so that's sponsors.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
And any Gold Star wreaths or anything special that you do for those veterans?
Yeah, we have a Gold Star family in our community. Andrew Bossert was killed in 2005 in Iraq. His parents, Diane and Steve Bossert, live in our community, and he grew up and was a member of CFC school. So we will be laying a special wreath for him, and then his parents will get another wreath that they can keep to honor it.
Okay.
His wife, yeah.
Okay, great. What made you ladies want to get involved with this organization?
We have veterans in our family. We've seen what they've gone through. We've seen the struggles. We want to honor them, and we want to teach our children that they not only have to remember, but they have to respect them. And this is one way to do that. We will be having a lot of Girl Scouts, Boy Scouts, and CFC students that will be laying the wreaths.
Okay, great. So yeah, getting the younger generation
yes,
involved also.
Yes, they have to remember.
Yeah.
And do you have any future upcoming big events besides this one in Buffalo that we're talking about?
Hopefully just keeping it going.
Okay.
This is our first year.
Yeah, and the VFW does a lot with our veterans. So this is why we wanted to get involved. We just want to keep it going. It's very special.
Yeah.
And yeah, we just saw a shot of the wreath there. So this is what the wreaths will look like, right?
Right, and we're not putting these on for decoration. This, like Linda said, there was a ceremony. When they put the wreaths on, they'll say the veteran's name and say thank you for our service.
And this particular wreath is one of the ceremonial wreaths for the Army. So there's 8 branches that are honored with the ceremonial wreaths. So this one happens to be the Army that we grabbed to bring.
Okay. Very cool. All right, so let's just remind people again, it is this Saturday at 11 a.m., right? And where did you say it was again?
The Buffalo City Cemetery in Buffalo City on the north side.
Okay, great. And people can head to wreathsacrossamerica.org to
Yes.
learn more?
Yeah.
All right, great. Well, thank you ladies so much for joining us this morning.
Thank you for having us.
Yes,
Thank
of
you.
course.
Thank
And
you.
stay with us. We'll be right back after this short break.
Showplace Cabinets. Complement your new tub or shower with appealing cabinetry from Showplace. Made in America, Showplace Cabinetry is built to last with features and styles to fit your home and family. Coordinate your new tub or shower, your fixtures, flooring, sink with your new Showplace vanity. Visit our showroom to see the many possibilities from Showplace. Designers to create a plan and board store carpenters, plumbers, and electricians to do it right. Showplace Cabinets and the Board Store. Your winning combination. Get started today.
Hello, I'm Christy Halenka, Reading Program Chair at Viterbo University. Viterbo is proud to serve our area communities by providing programs that produce quality educators and leadership in our schools. Viterbo University is once again partnering with News 8 to recognize outstanding classroom teachers in the area. We look forward to working with generations of teachers and change agents for years to come. Do you know a top-notch teacher? Then go online to news8000.com or write to this address.
The camper. It has been a reliable companion for your family's good times. But after years of use, it is showing some wear and tear. A broken window from an errant baseball, a couch that your dog allegedly chewed on, and an AC unit that doesn't work like it should. It's time to call Jim's Truck and Trailer Coachworks. We have been improving your family's camper since 1970. Call us today and we will make your camper feel brand new. Jim's Truck and Trailer Coachworks. Repair, refinish, remarkable.
Everything is getting smarter. Good thing your Touchstone Energy Cooperative has the knowledge and expertise to help you make smarter work harder. Today, there are more ways than ever to make your world more energy efficient, and we can show you how. Take the next step to go electric and put the power of your co-op to work for you. Touchstone Energy Cooperatives, your source for power and information.
The year-end sales event is going on now at Osseo Ford and Fountain City Ford. We have over 50 in-stock F-150s with discounted supplier pricing and great financing through the end of the year. Get 2.9% financing for 66 months on every new F-150 and $2,250 in rebates on XLT and Lariats. And get supplier discount pricing on every in-stock F-150. Plus, we have over 100 new Fords in stock. Supplier discount pricing and low financing ends soon, only at Osseo Ford and Fountain City Ford.
You've got a Plus service for movies, plus a few Plus services for your favorite TV shows, plus a few extra. Plus, all those pluses add up. I guess that's why there's so many. How about a Plus service that's free, plus gives you local news, plus weather, plus sports, plus a little extra? News 8000 Plus, the Plus service that's everything local. Plus, it's free. Plus, it's easy to find on any of these. Plus this.
Download the News 8000 app today. Emily Brown on News 8 Now.
Welcome back. It's 6:51, time for your morning news now. One man was arrested after a rollover crash in Trompeau County Saturday night. According to the county sheriff's office, deputies found a vehicle that rolled over around 11:45 near Arcadia. One person was hurt but not hospitalized. Authorities say the driver, Fernando Gomez, walked away from the scene of the crash. Gomez reportedly had 3 warrants for his arrest. He was later found and arrested on those warrants. Now he's facing additional charges for the accident, including first offense operating while intoxicated causing injury, and second offense operating without a license. Wisconsin's top GOP leader says he is done negotiating with the universities of Wisconsin over pay raises. This weekend, the UW Board of Regents rejected a deal that the UW system president cut with Assembly Speaker Robin Goss. That deal would have given the university employees a pay raise. It would also cut staff positions focused on diversity, equity, and inclusion, something the regents ultimately could not get behind. Now, Voss says he hopes the regents reconsider their votes, but he is not open to making any changes to the deal. With winter just around the corner, it's almost time for ice fishing season. Although there's not much ice now, Ace Hardware Sports Department and the DNR are getting anglers set with safety tips before you take the plunge. Casey Cumberland with Ace Hardware says to avoid getting in too deep, check the ice thickness before going out. He recommends only wetting your line if there are at least 4 inches of ice, and he says nobody should go out alone. Instead, use the buddy system. He shows what tools you can use in case you fall in.
There's a few different tools you can use. These are one that you go around your neck like this. If you ever were to fall in, you come out like this. You can get your way out of the ice. This is an ice spud. It's a big heavy bar, and you use that when you're walking. Use that, kind of give it the business. You want to give it 3, 4 before you don't want it to go through, then you should be safe to use.
Cumberland says you should also wear a flotation jacket, which are good in the water for up to 3 hours. The Blue Angels are soaring back to the Deke Slayton Air Fest in La Crosse next year. The Blue Angels consist of a group of pilots from both the U.S. Navy and the U.S. Marine Corps. They travel across the country and perform demonstrations that showcase their skills, and they are skilled. The advanced team for the Blue Angels made a stop at the La Crosse airport to scope out the area for next year's air show. One of the pilots says this preparation time is the key to success.
So that's kind of a big reason why we come out here, is you can kind of glean a lot from all the major mapping systems out there, but seeing it real time is important. So we bring back all of our knowledge to the team so that they can kind of have an idea of what to expect for the air show.
The last time the Blue Angels were in La Crosse was in 2021. The Deke Slayton Air Fest is held over the weekend of June 15th next year. Happening tomorrow, Toma Health and the Versity Blood Center, will host a blood drive. That drive will take place from noon to 5 p.m. at Toma's Recreation Park. To donate blood, you must be at least 17 years old, weigh at least 110 pounds, and have a photo ID. If you're 16 and you want to donate, you can do that. You just need consent from a parent. If you'd like to donate blood at the event, you can register on the website you see at the bottom of your screen.
And as you head out the door this morning, our temperatures are into the 20s under clear skies. We got lots of sunshine as we head throughout the day, with highs picking up around that freezing mark of 32 degrees by 3 p.m. or so. Mostly clear skies as we head into early this evening as well, with temperatures falling below freezing. But our highs will be well above freezing though heading into tomorrow, 39 degrees, and even warmer than that as highs pick up into the mid-40s Thursday through the rest of this week under a mix of clouds and sun. And then we drop our highs slightly into the low 40s Monday and Tuesday, lows into the 20s and 30s. So the moral of the story is get ready, because we're going to be much warmer here coming up.
Yeah, we just got to get through today.
Yep.
Tomorrow will be a little cold, and then we are
Then we're kind of in the clear here for a while.
Yeah. All right. Well, here's something that will positively warm your heart. A dog salon in Minneapolis is giving free makeovers to rescue dogs to help them find their forever homes. Whether the dogs come from puppy mills or the streets, Underdog Rescue is committed to helping them get adopted. Each pooch gets a glow up and a photo shoot, which gets posted online to help them find their new owners. Underdog Rescue currently has 80 dogs and puppies available for adoption. Wow. If you think you'd like to get one of these four-legged friends, give them a forever home, you can go to underdogrescueminnesota.com.
Oh, I love that. Oh, look at them.
I love how fluffy they are. Yeah, they're so fluffy after
I know, and they're enjoying getting pampered,
yeah,
right?
look at that one. Right, yeah, who wouldn't want to get pampered?
Exactly.
And then get to hopefully go to a nice new home.
Exactly, yeah. Go out and adopt.
Yes,
Don't shop,
sure.
is what I say.
All right, well, thank you so much for joining us this morning. We'll see you back here at noon. Have a great day.